Darlene here. It's been a few days since I did a video. We're more or less stuck home. I haven't left home for, well, I don't know, almost 2 weeks now. Hubby's gone out to run some errands and get groceries and stuff. And today we found out that Papa Murphy's is still doing takeout pizza, so we were hungry for pizza. And I'm adding extra to the pizza. It was a kind of a combination, but it didn't have peppers on it, and onions, so I'm adding peppers and onions. I added red peppers and green peppers and onions, and I'm ready to stick this in the oven. So later today, I've been hungry for tacos. I think I might make some tacos, and I have some bananas thawing out I'm going to make some banana bread with part of it with I've got Amish friendship starter there, and part of it just regular banana bread. So both of those, and I'll try to remember to bring you along. Okay, I'm working on my banana bread. So let me tell you what I've got in here so far. Actually, just about everything except for no, not quite everything, almost. I put in 1 cup of Amish friendship bread, not bread, oh dear. Okay, Amish friendship bread starter, 2/3 of a cup of vegetable, and I use avocado oil for the vegetable oil. Next I put in 3 eggs. Then I jump down and put in the vanilla because that's a liquid. Okay, then instead of 1 cup of white sugar, I put in 1.5 cups of Splenda because we have to watch our sugar intake, so that we both like that. It doesn't seem like it makes things quite as sweet, so that's why I usually, theoretically it's supposed to be 1 for 1, but no, I usually add more Splenda than it says for sugar because otherwise my husband says it's not quite sweet enough. Well, okay, so then I added the teaspoon of ground cinnamon and the 2 cups of flour. And I'm mixing it all up. I still am going to be adding 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda, and 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder. I will mix this all up together, and then I'm going to add some bananas. I think I can add about 3. I think I can add 3 squished up bananas, maybe 4. Depends on if I want any bananas left for some different project. So let's go with, I think I'll go with 3 of the larger ones. And once I get those all beaten in, I will stick her in the oven. So watch for that. I'll try to remember to turn the camera back on. I also decided to put in a handful of semi-sweet chocolate chips. Okay, this is ready for the oven. I'll go ahead. I put parchment paper in there. The last few times I've baked bread, I just sprayed it with the cooking spray, but even at that it seemed like it stuck a little bit. So there's our pizza. As you can see, my husband took his lunch out of it already. So this is going to go in the oven. There we go. And all right. Okay, well, I got the 1 loaf out of the oven, and that looks yummy. I have another loaf in the oven, And let me tell you how the other loaf is different from the first loaf. Instead of using the Amish starter bread, Amish bread starter, I used yogurt, and my yogurt is homemade yogurt. It only has 2 eggs instead of 3, and everything else is just about the same. Except for, the recipe does not call for any cinnamon, so the second loaf does not have any cinnamon in it. It calls for nuts, but we don't usually put nuts in things. Hubby likes them, but I have to be careful eating, especially walnuts, because they make my mouth break out. So I usually avoid them when I can. I mean, I like them, but I have to eat them in small measure. So, all right, so the second loaf is in the oven, and it will be done in about 41 more minutes. Okay. It all done, and I tasted a slice already. The first loaf, I tasted a slice, and my husband got after me because I ate the end piece. He said, "Don't you know I like the end piece?" So this one I left him the end piece. Anyway, that's basically part of what I've done for the day. All right, this is showing some of my tallest tomatoes. They're looking really good. They can't go outside yet. Here's some peppers. Not all of them, just the tallest ones I'm showing you. They're quite beautiful. This is a sage plant, and in the background a basil plant. Looking quite good. I'm pleased with that. I love my fig plant. I talk to it. Isn't that weird? I go in and talk to it, tell it how beautiful it is. And this is a tray that I've got some little seedlings, some things that I planted that haven't come up yet too. Well, that's my video for today. We've been staying home. Goodness. I just got through eating something, so my throat was a little clogged there. My husband's gone to town several times to pick up things that we ordered that came in and to get some groceries and what have you. But I have stayed home. On Sunday, I went to church on my computer. My church did the worship service online, just the worship team and the pastor. And in the future, they're paring down the worship team, so only a couple of people are going to be on the team. A couple of couples, I'll put it that way, are going to be on the team. And so we will be doing church from our living room. And same thing with our Toastmaster meetings. They're all we're using Zoom to have our Toastmaster meetings. So the world is a different place nowadays. Like I told somebody, it will level out eventually. It may take a little longer than we'd like, but this can't last forever. And if we all do our part in keeping safe, keeping our distance from other people, the main thing is to be praying for the people that are really affected, either the ones who have the virus or who have lost jobs or just various things that have made their world topsy-turvy. My world isn't that topsy-turvy because I'm retired, and so it just means staying home more than I was. And the last few days I can't even get out in my garden. It's just too blamed cold. It's been running in the 30s and 40s. It hasn't really gone down too much freezy at night. It's just in the 30s and low 40s. It's been windy, which makes it feel like it's way colder than it is. So I'm staying indoors. And as soon as it warms up, I'll get out and get putting around in my garden more and giving you more actual outdoor garden videos. right now for the rest of the afternoon, I'm enjoying my banana breads, my pizza. I'm going to save my tacos for tomorrow. I have enough to eat today already. So I hope that you are having an okay day. I hope you're actually having a marvelous, wonderful day. So be looking up, leaning on God for strength if times are tough for you, reaching out to your friends if they need you, reaching out for help if you're the one who needs the help. And may the good Lord richly bless you. I will see you on the next video. If you haven't subscribed yet, do so and hit that like button too. It helps. For now, bye.